like for you, let's just start with what you do. Because
Yes.
how I know you is like you just travel a lot.
Yes.
A lot. A lot.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
what's the backstory to that? And I mean, just what makes you wake up every other day and just plan a trip, like go to a different country, experience a different culture with different people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
And
not,
you travel alone, right?
I do a lot of solo travel.
Yeah.
Um,
But what's your major? Is that like your normal job? Or?
No.
Okay,
no.
what's your normal
Some
job?
people looking at like my Instagram just assume that that's what I do for a living. It's not.
Yeah. You get paid to
Um,
travel.
I don't get paid to travel. I should get paid to travel. Somebody pay me to travel, please. Inshallah, somebody pay me to travel.
Yes.
But you know, I'm actually a teacher by trade. I'm a teacher trainer. I work in the English language field in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we train teachers, people who want to come into teaching in the English language field.
Yeah.
So either I'm training or I'm teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, and I've been doing that for like a long time. Before that, I
What do you
flirted
teach?
with banking for a while, and I hated it. So I moved
Banking?
to teaching. Yeah, don't even. It's a long story.
You don't even want to talk about
It's
it.
a long story. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't for me. I quickly realized it wasn't for me. The money's great, but you hand over your life to people. And
I
it's-
can't
it's
do
not-
that.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, and I couldn't travel. Can you imagine?
Because of the hours and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have any free?
It's corporate. Anything corporate, you're like sucked in, and
Yeah.
they kind of give you the incentive with the money, but then you quickly realize that you're selling
It's
your
not.
soul.
It's not worth it. I
No.
was in advertising, and
Yeah.
I mean, it just took me quite a while to realize, like, it's not even worth it. Doesn't matter how much you pay me, I
Yeah.
just won't be happy.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then, what's money if you don't have the time to spend it,
Yeah.
or
What's the point of making
people
all
to
that
spend
money?
it with, because you
True.
lose your friends and family because you're never there. So I was happy to move on. So teaching is cool.
Yeah.
It's a rewarding job. I like seeing, contrary to banking, I like seeing the result of what I do.
Yeah.
And I'm a people person, I like communicating. It's a communicative job.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it. Obviously the pay is nowhere near anything corporate, so it was a huge pay cut. However,
Yeah.
the upside is you have longer breaks,
Yeah.
and that's when I travel.
And you can actually just do other things. And even if you want to do like business on the side, isn't
Yeah.
that like the perfect time to actually just figure out what you can?
Yeah, I mean, I like writing sometimes. I blog before. You just have time for whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
whatever your passion is,
Mhm.
or if you just want to relax, do that. Whatever you need to do. So because there are more there's more annual leave.
Yeah.
In that time, basically, anytime I get annual leave, I look up a flight and try and leave the country because the
Mhm.
UK is very cold
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
And I've just always been curious about traveling. Even as a child, like I really enjoyed I had more of a global outlook.
Yeah. You're curious about
Um,
what's happening out there?
Yeah, and
Mhm.
so it was partly curiosity and excitement about seeing other countries.
Uh-huh.
And then as I've got to travel to more countries, sometimes it's a bit of escapism because, your daily grind sometimes
Escaping
can get you
reality.
down. Yeah, it
Yeah,
can get
yeah.
you a little bit like...
You can get swallowed up in that world and just get like depressed with, like, if you're having like just a normal
yes.
that one routine over and over and over again.
Yes, so it's a
Uh-huh.
lot, and I
Yeah.
also had family commitments as well. So
Yeah.
you're giving a lot of yourself, and it's important to have that time just for yourself. So sometimes I used to be like, let me go here and climb this and visit
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
I don't usually go to one place for like 2 weeks. Like I would try
Yeah.
and hit like 3 or 4 places.
Yeah.
So I was always on the go.
Uh-huh.
And then more recently, sometimes I'm like, okay, let me just spend like a week in this place, or just, and it depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I just want to rest. So I just came back from the coast. I was
Yeah.
in Watamu, and I love the Kenyan
How
coast.
was that?
Oh my God, the Kenyan coast is the best coast. And Tanzania.
Amazing,
also.
huh?
Really, East African coast is
Yeah,
it's
Mombasa,
Beautiful.
Dar es Salaam,
beautiful.
Zanzibar,
Beautiful.
amazing.
It's amazing.
And I know like a lot of people like just save a lot to come and experience that in Europe, and at times we take it for granted.
I mean, you guys, honestly, you
Yeah.
need to kiss your hands on both sides with the no, but honestly, the blessings that you have in nature. You can leave Nairobi and go to the mountains.
Yeah.
You can go to one of the national parks.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have like a lot of money. You can just like if you can all get clubbed
With-
together and
with
get a
$2,
car.
I can go and feed the giraffes and
You know
just
what I
pet
mean?
them and just
You know, I've
clear
been
my head.
4 years in a row. I came back to Nairobi. I was in Ethiopia for a week. Then I came
Yeah.
to Nairobi. Unfortunately, I got food poisoning.
What
On my
happened?
last day in Addis,
Do
I
you
went
wanna-
to.
do you wanna talk about that?
Oh
No?
my god! Yeah, fine.
but-
I went
but-
to I went to a Lebanese restaurant. Everybody was like, Ethiopia, careful with the food. Careful. It wasn't the Ethiopian food.
Yeah.
It was a Lebanese food.
Yeah.
So big up Lebanon. No, I love Lebanese food, but I went there and something was up. But anyway, I continued eating when I shouldn't have.
I mean, if you just have like that second thought in food, like you just wake up and leave. Don't even complain about it. Just pay for it
I know.
and leave. That's what I normally do.
I had my flight like 2 hours later, and I hadn't eaten all day, and I was just hungry, and I think that took over.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, 3 days I came to Nairobi for 3 days. I was in bed,
I'm
and
so
it
sorry.
was the worst.
I'm so
It
sorry.
was and I was so looking forward to meeting people and doing things.
A
I
lot of
love
things.
Nairobi, yeah.
Oh, that's why you're rushing to come back to Nairobi.
I had to come back for
Because
at
at
least a day.
least, when are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
You're leaving tomorrow.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
But at least you've actually just spared some time to come and meet me.
I
And that's why I was trying to tell you, like, I really want us to do this.
Yes.
And I need us to do it here. 'Cause
Okay.
do you see why? Because it makes sense. Because
Yeah.
it's not even easy to get space to just
Yeah.
shoot something casually
That's
like
amazing.
this.
They give you this. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really really cool.
Shout outs to Art Cafe.
Yeah.
And she's actually like one of your favorite, like,
I like Art Cafe.
I mean, imagine.
Art Cafe, can you sponsor me?
They should sponsor your trips to come back
No,
to
no.
Kenya
I honestly eat breakfast there at Yaya every day,
every day.
almost every day. Yeah.
What?
Well,
Okay,
know,
Art Cafe, I hope you've had that, eh?
so you know.
Yeah.
No,
What do you
they're
think of their breakfast?
Good. Yeah,
Because
I
I've been
like
doing
that.
I've been doing breakfast like from like December till January, like
Really.
every single
What's
day
your
as
favorite?
well.
What's your favorite one?
Sicilian breakfast.
Really.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your favorite?
I like the Art Cafe one. I like the French toast one.
Oh, the French toast is
it's
nice.
very good,
but I
isn't
think
it?
it's too sweet for me.
Is it? No.
Yeah.
No, nothing's ever too sweet for me. I haven't. But this is after you poured all that honey in your tea.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean
You should try it. You
Yeah.
might like it. You should try it.
Yeah,
So,
mhm.
no. So I like and I think in general Kenya has really good food.
Amazing,
Really
huh?
good food. Yeah.